and Air India. There is more news from the aviation space, and there appears to be a clear standoff between the lenders and the Jalan-Kalrock consortium, the consortium that won the bid to revive Jet Airways. Sources tell CNBC-TV18 lenders have termed Jalan-Kalrock's consortium's claim of meeting all conditions required for the ownership transfer as, and I quote, misleading. Meanwhile, the Jet Airways Cabin Crew Association has moved the NCLT seeking the liquidation of Jet Airways assets after the consortium defaulted on payments committed in the resolution plan. Ritu joins us now with more. Ritu, a stern stance taken by lenders in this matter.
Well, absolutely. A very stern stance taken by the lenders, like you say, and it doesn't look like they're quite willing to hand over the control of the airline to the Jalan consortium just yet. And, you know, we've been able to access the lenders' response to the Jalan consortium's claims that they have met all the conditions precedent for the takeover of Jet Airways, and they moved NCLT for it. And now the lenders have replied saying clearly they are not going to hand over control so easily. This response was filed by SBI on behalf of the entire creditors committee, who've sought that this application by the Jalan-Kalrock consortium be dismissed by court because, like you said, it is misleading in nature, and that Jet Airways stakeholders will face grave harm and prejudice if the relief that is sought by Jalan consortium is granted by the court. Now, the lenders on their part say that this plea by Jalan consortium is nothing but an attempt to cover up their inability to fulfill the conditions which were laid out in the approved resolution plan. And these conditions precedent include securing international traffic rights, slots, and getting various approvals in place. And lenders have claimed that the Jalan consortium falsely represented back in May that it had already met all of these conditions to both the Committee of Creditors and to the NCLT as well, whereas the lenders found that they had not. And in fact, even in June, the Committee of Creditors got legal opinion from SGI Tushar Mehta, who also said that the compliance of these conditions was doubtful. And that is the stand that the lenders have maintained. So banks have sought that this plea be dismissed because they are interpreting the conditions in unnatural ways to gain advantages. That is the Jalan consortium, which was not envisaged in the original plan. So this growing difference between the creditors and the consortium on one hand, and now the latest development where the Cabin Crew Association of Jet Airways has also filed a petition seeking the liquidation of the airline is clearly bad news for Jet. The matter was adjourned today. The next hearing will be on the 6th of December.
All right, Ritu, many thanks for joining us. So Air India and Vistara get ready to take their flight path forward as a combined entity, but Jet Airways continues to face trouble as far as its relaunch is concerned. Outgoing Revenue Secretary Tarun Bajaj is confident that the government